The motion was moved by MP for Ejuma Kwenyan Isiam, Dr. Kesel Atoforsen. After moving the motion, Deputy Majority Leader Alexander Penyomakin raised a preliminary objection against the motion on several grounds.
If we allow them to even proceed any further, Mr. Speaker, we'll be setting a certain precedent that this House can never contain in future. We want to render the work of our select committees odious. Is that what we want to do? We want to disable our own tools as parliamentarians. We want to go partisan on all issues of national importance. We are not concerned about the roads that government needs immediately to fix them so that all of us will get happy. Is that not what we want? We are no more concerned about the unemployment situation that government is seeking to invest monies in the private sector for the young entrepreneurs to find work to do. You are no more interested. But you are interested in rather confusing Ghanaians and creating a certain impression that the work of the Auditor General under Article 187, which work is yet to be completed, you want to say that there should be a committee to investigate what? Mr. Speaker, having said all of this, I submit that the motion is inappropriate. The motion has not been properly mounted. The content of the motion is being mounted in bad faith. The motion, if considered by this House, would amount to undermine a constitutional authority given to the Auditor General under Article 187.
Minority Leader Haruna Iddrisu impressed upon the House for reasons of accountability to accept the motion for a probe into COVID-19 expenditure.
I'm holding with me here the budget statement, page 47 of the Government of Ghana for 2020 financial year. In paragraph 168, this is what the Minister of Finance said. This brings total COVID-19 related expenditures to 2.646 billion, 2,646 million. Against a target of 2.877 million. Yet, as we probed the expenditure of Ministry's department, we could not get this expenditure accounted for. The reason we are calling for an inquiry into how COVID expenditure was made.
After other contributions, the first Deputy Speaker gave his ruling on the matter.
The matters that we are called upon to set a committee to investigate, can we say they do not come under any of the select or standing committees of the House? In my view, it falls squarely within the Public Accounts Committee. And indeed, all the committees of the House, including the Public Accounts Committee, are bipartisan. And the Public Accounts Committee, by nature, is designed to be chaired by the minority. So in all its forms, and all the questions related to the Public Accounts Committee, if it is minded to investigate anything related to the COVID expenditure, it fully seized with the authority and the power to investigate that, particularly because all the accounting of it have been provided for in the budget, which budget has been presented before the House, and it is before the committee anyway. My view is that this motion ought not to have been admitted and is improperly before the House, as so rule.
Still in the House, the Minority Caucus on the Communications Committee toured some Ghana card registration centers. The tour ended at the headquarters of the National Identification Authority. Ranking and the deputy on the committee shared the observations after the tour.
We have also gotten the report from the Ghanaian people about the cost of premium registration. That the 250 cedis, Ghanaians say it is way too expensive for them. That's an issue we will be raising with the NIA when we meet with them tomorrow, about the cost of premium, because most Ghanaians are going to have challenges with that amount. And so if it's Parliament that approved it, parliamentarians are representatives of the people. If the people who sent us there say that the 250 we approved is too high, we will review it and drop it for the Ghanaian people. So we would get the final word from the ranking member of the committee, and he would help us put everything in perspective, but we can assure you of one thing, that we will continue to work in your sole interest and ensure that this process goes as smoothly as possible.
We are meeting the Director General of the NIA, Mr. Kenneth Tefua, in Parliament, and you can be sure that our coming here will inform us about the issues we are going to put to him to ensure that the right thing is done and the processes leading to every Ghanaian accessing and getting the card will be available to all of you. So thank you very much, and let me assure you that we are going to work for your interest and your benefit.
So that motion from 3 members of the minority, the honourable members of Parliament for Ejumako Enyane Siam, Tamale South, and that of Asawase, the Honourable Muntaka Mubarak, Kesla to forcing Dr. and Haruna Idusu, was dismissed after a preliminary objection was raised by the Honourable Afenyo Marking. Reporting for Citi News from Parliament, my name is Duke Mensokoko.